Iron Man and the Hulk face off in the middle of the desert. One is powered by high-tech armor, the other by unstoppable rage. Who comes out on top? Watch now to find out. In the blistering heat of a remote desert, Tony Stark, clad in his state-of-the-art Iron Man suit, faces off against the unstoppable force of nature, the Hulk. What begins as a mission to stop a rogue operation quickly escalates into a battle of titans, as Stark's cutting-edge technology goes head-to-head with the Hulk's raw, uncontrollable power. As these two giants collide, the sands of the desert become the stage for a legendary battle that will test the limits of technology and sheer strength. Who will emerge victorious? Watch the full story unfold. In the sweltering heat of a remote desert, Tony Stark, Iron Man soars across the vast expanse, his suit glinting in the sunlight. He's on a mission to halt a rogue military operation threatening global stability. As he scans the horizon, a sudden sandstorm stirs up, blurring his vision and scrambling his suit sensors. Within the swirling sands, something massive begins to move. Tony's HUD blinks in alert, high-energy readings approaching fast. Before he can react, the Hulk emerges from the storm, his green skin barely visible against the desert's backdrop. The beast is here, not as a hero or villain, but as a force of nature seeking solitude. However, Stark's mission has inadvertently brought him into the path of the Hulk. Tony, confident in his advanced technology, hovers above the ground, assessing the situation. He knows the Hulk's power, but he believes his suit, upgraded with the latest in Stark technology, can hold its own. With a mix of determination and arrogance, Tony engages, sending a warning shot, repulsor blast, that crackles through the air and impacts the ground near the Hulk. The Hulk roars, his rage igniting as he recognizes the challenge. The desert quakes under his fury, but Stark isn't fazed. With a smirk, he says, "All right, big guy, let's dance." Iron Man launches into action, firing a barrage of repulsor blasts. Each explosion kicks up sand, shrouding the battlefield in dust. But the Hulk, undeterred, charges through the storm and attacks. His regenerative abilities mend every scorch mark and bruise almost instantly. Tony uses his suit's full arsenal, sonic disruptors, energy shields, and even deploys autonomous drones that encircle the Hulk, firing. Yet the Hulk's strength is relentless. He grabs one of the drones and crushes it with ease before hurling it at Iron Man. The impact rattles Stark inside his suit. He regains control just in time to dodge a massive punch from the Hulk that would have surely ended the fight then and there. The battle rages on, with each side pushing the other to their limits. Iron Man's suit, designed for resilience, absorbs the Hulk's blows and counters with calculated precision. But the Hulk, growing more enraged with each passing second, begins to adapt. Tony switches tactics, trying to outmaneuver the Hulk with aerial assaults. He zips through the air, firing concentrated energy beams and dropping explosive charges. The desert sands flow around the Hulk, creating craters and sending shockwaves through the earth. But the Hulk only becomes more incensed, his strength building as his anger deepens. As the fight drags on under the blistering sun, the Hulk's power becomes nearly uncontainable. The heat amplifies his rage, and with every punch, his strength seems to double. Iron Man's suit begins to show signs of strain. Coolant systems are pushed to their limits. Warning lights flash across Tony's HUD, but Tony refuses to back down, pushing his suit beyond its design capabilities. The Hulk, now a green titan of rage, lands a blow that sends Iron Man crashing into the sand. Stark's systems begin to falter, and the temperature inside the suit climbs dangerously high. Sweat pours down Tony's face as he struggles to bring his suit back online. He knows the odds are turning against him, but he's too stubborn to retreat. With one final push, Tony activates an experimental weapon, a concentrated energy pulse meant to incapacitate even the strongest opponents. He fires it directly at the Hulk, but instead of stopping him, the blast only fuels the Hulk. The beast bellows with rage and charges at Iron Man with a speed that belies his size. Tony barely has time to react as the Hulk closes the distance and delivers a devastating punch that sends him crashing to the ground. Sand flies in every direction, and Tony's world becomes a blur of alarms and flashing lights. His suit, once a marvel of technology, now feels like a fragile shell. The Hulk, now a towering inferno of rage, descends upon the fallen Iron Man. He pounds the armor with relentless force, each blow sending shockwaves through the metal. The suit's defenses crumble under the assault. Plating buckles, circuits fry, and the once bright arc reactor dims. Tony struggles to maintain consciousness as the Hulk's fists rain down. The heads-up display in his helmet flickers, and he knows his suit won't hold much longer. He tries to speak, to reason with the Hulk, but his words are lost in the chaos of the battle. The Hulk, blinded by fury, doesn't hear him. He's driven by pure primal instinct. With a final mighty roar, the Hulk delivers a crushing blow that shatters Iron Man's helmet, exposing Tony's face to the harsh desert sun. The world goes silent as Tony lies motionless in the sand, his suit broken, his body battered. As the dust settles, the Hulk's rage begins to subside. He looks down at the defeated Iron Man, his breathing heavy, his muscles trembling from exertion. The beast that had been unleashed slowly retreats, leaving only Bruce Banner, the man haunted by the destruction he's caused. Banner stares at the wreckage of Tony's suit, his heart heavy with regret. He knows the power he wields is a double-edged sword, capable of great heroism, but also of unimaginable destruction. Without a word, he turns and walks away, disappearing into the endless expanse of the desert. Tony Stark, lying in the sand, slowly regains consciousness. He's alive, but barely. His suit is in ruins, and his body aches with pain. As he stares up at the sky, he's left to ponder the true extent of the Hulk's power and the limitations of his own technology. For all his genius, he's been humbled by a force beyond his control. In the end, the desert swallows the evidence of their battle, and Tony is left with a stark realization. Some battles can't be won with technology alone. Sometimes the greatest strength lies in understanding one's own limits.